Welcome to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as we are live during Riyadh season at the Kingdom Arena. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's Dimitri Bivol. Here's the man who took the boxing world by storm in 2022. He won the Fighter of the Year thanks in large part to his dominating win over Canelo Alvarez in Las Vegas. Roy Jones. This bout, and this one has all. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. This with that jab. We've never seen Bivol hurt quite like this. What's going to happen? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Fantastic punch. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Beautiful counter punch. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. And now they're right back into the fray.
Benavidez now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Nice counter. That counter punch caught him clean. Couldn't land that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Bivol in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you. And there's the bell for round two. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whisper in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
That jab misses. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
That jab misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Bivol in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a...
Let's get it started in round 3. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Good counter punching. Those counter punches have to hurt. That jab won't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That one will count. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good defense blocking that right uppercut. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
That's lights out, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Talk about Bevo on that last round. Well, this is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down twice. The corner might... There's the bell to start round 4. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The straight right just misses. They exchange punches. That counter shot lands. And this with that jab. Threw a punch and just got countered. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Good counter punch. There's a counter shot. Catch and shoot. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. On that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. There's the bell to start round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
and forth they go. And he scores with the counter. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a lick at, because you've got to get some before you get in close.
A perfect counter lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive there. How about that time counter shot? We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. On that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
The bell sometimes.
This is the beginning of round 6. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Both men step back for just a moment. Jab just missed with the left hand. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Bivol in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a... There's the bell to start round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Well done with that counter shot. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Has been his best weapon all fight long. How How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Just misses with that uppercut. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice stop, but that won't score. A perfect counter shot. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bevo in that last round. Round 8, and we're off again. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
You'd like to see more jabs. Beautiful counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Throws the jab, but does not score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The 3 judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.